Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you one of my favorite time-saving tricks in Google Sheets, using named ranges. If you've ever found yourself stumbling over endless cell references or you want your formulas to be clearer and easier to manage, this is going to be a game changer. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll not only know how to create named ranges, but you'll also understand exactly why and how to use them in your own spreadsheets. Let's dive in. Alright, let's start by creating a named range together. First, open up your Google Sheet with the data you'd like to use. For this walkthrough, let's imagine you've got a nice little table. Maybe you're tracking monthly sales with month in column A and sales in column B. Under sales, you might have numbers like 100, 120, 150, 170, and 200 for the first 5 months. Now the first step is to select the actual data you want to name. For example, let's highlight cells B2 through B6. That's where all your sales numbers live. Just click in cell B2, hold down, and drag your mouse down to B6. It's important to only select the data, not the header row, unless you intentionally want the header as part of your range. Take your time here. It's easy to accidentally grab an extra cell if you're moving quickly. Once you've highlighted your cells, go up to the main menu at the top of your screen. Click on Data, and then choose Named Ranges from the drop-down list. This will open a new panel on the right side of your screen. It's the headquarters for all your named ranges. Now you'll see a prompt asking you to enter a name. This part really matters. Give your range a meaningful, easy-to-remember name. For our example, let's type in sales data. This makes it obvious what's inside. Just keep in mind, names in Google Sheets can't have spaces, so if you want to use multiple words, use an underscore like monthly sales. Once you're happy with the name, click Done. And that's it, you've just created your first named range. So why go through this extra step? The real power comes when you start using that name in your formulas. Let's say you want to calculate the average monthly sales. Normally, you type something like equals average B2, B6, which works, but if you add or move data around, those references can easily get out of sync or become confusing, especially in big spreadsheets. Instead, because you named that range sales data, you can simply write equals average sales data. It's clearer, and it actually tells you and anyone who looks at your formulas exactly what data is being used. No more deciphering cell coordinates. If you want to keep things organized, you can always manage your named ranges later on by going back to Data and choosing Named Ranges. You can see all your ranges, edit them, or delete ones you don't need anymore. It's like having labels for all the pieces of your spreadsheet puzzle, making everything easier to follow and less error-prone. A quick tip: if you want to organize an even bigger sheet, you can make multiple named ranges, say, one for sales, another for expenses, another for targets, and use them together in your calculations. Imagine formulas like equals sum sales data, sum expenses, and everything just makes more sense. And that's all there is to it. Named ranges are simple to set up, but incredibly useful when your spreadsheets start to grow. If you want to see a sample sheet using multiple named ranges or have a formula you'd like help with, just let me know in the comments. I love hearing your questions. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss more tips like this. Thanks for watching, and happy spreadsheeting.